Hello, my theme park peeps, and welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World. This is RCT3 Imagineer, and let's get back to business. So in today's episode, we will be leaving Isla Matanceros and heading over to the newly unlocked Isla Muerta, which has been promised to be challenging due to disease and storms. So let's give this a look at. Looking at the park map and about to go to the new island.
As if prehistoric creatures weren't enough to contend with, on this next island, Isla Muerta, you may have some meteorological events. You know, storms, extreme weather, that kind of thing from time to time.
Good to know. And the first thing we see is that...
See, the weather on this island can be a little temperamental. First thing you're going to want to do is fix any damage this storm has caused. You should use a ranger team to get the park operational again. Oh, and don't forget to close any emergency shelters when it's safe to do so. Guests won't spend their hard-earned dollars huddled in a bunker underground, will they?
That must have been quite the storm. And it seems that bad weather is often a precursor to bad behavior from the dinosaurs. If you believe that everything is connected, the so-called butterfly effect, and I do believe it, by the way, then one small change is all it takes to create a series of toppling dominoes leading to rampaging dinosaurs. And they don't make a butterfly net big enough to stop them.
Okay, so I'm just kind of exploring around trying to figure out what to do. So the power station seems to be operational. There's people in bunkers, that's cool. We have the creation lab on fire, which is cool. So it's covered by substations. And the storm has just subsided. So let's try just building another one for security with a ranger station. Okay, so I guess that's all that it needed. First things first, always repair the fences, because we're going to add dinosaurs. And do the second one.
Confirmed.
And I feel like we may need to add some more teams for this island, because I feel like this is going to be a tricky challenge with all the storms. So let's add a few more tasks. And for the last team, let's repair this observation gallery, or the viewing gallery. Fence is being repaired by someone else. There's nothing up here that needs to be repaired. Cool, so that is all taken care of. So, in the meantime, we should probably add a storm defense tower, just to make sure that the ranger station is always kept at its best. And let's get these guests out of here.
We apologize for any inconvenience experienced during our recent handling of anomalous events.
We have an arrival point. We're not closing the park. Two empty exhibits with light steel. So no carnivores for now. Probably fill those up for the guests, just so that there's something to look at. Okay, so I can't do expeditions because I don't have any facilities. Okay, so we're going to need to build some facilities. Let's go with... That's true, we do need a fossil center to extract them, but let's start with the expedition building. So we'll make some new paths and see how far this park extends out. Okay, so we've got a decent sized strip to work with, which is good. Create some kind of operations base so that it's not too congested with the guest. Okay, now that we've got that done, we can start adding some new operations in. So first thing we want to start with is the Expedition Center, just so we can start getting some fossils. Right, got that placed. And next we should really add an ACU center. So that we can take care of any escaped dinosaurs, since this is going to be a storm-infested island. And we should probably add another power substation, just to make sure that these buildings are kept with a supply of power. Saying that there... Does that mean I need to add another power station? So it is connected. Perhaps we can flatten this out a bit to allow for terrain constructs. Okay, so let's see if we can try and get this built now. Do we want to place the power plant there? Yeah, so that's a good spot. Let's get this connected. Okay, so hopefully that will give us more power for our operations. Have a monorail coming in with guests, and no dinosaurs yet. We should probably get on that at some point. Okay, that's still being built, so these will be without power in the meantime. But we really do need to create some dinosaurs to build some profits. Triceratops will be the best to start with because it's a crowd pleaser. And we're going to go with the arid pattern on that. And we're also going to do Struthiomimus just because they are very cost efficient. And we'll do the Savannah pattern for that. So let's start with the Struthiomimus, 2 of those. It's a decent sized exhibit. It should house a few dinosaurs. Easily. The power station's done, so we have more energy to work with.
We've some work you might be interested in.
I think I'm going to pass on that one. I don't like to pass on too many things, but I think that might be a good plan just because we're low on cash, even though they want us to sell. I'd rather focus on building the park up and then going from there. Okay. We should add some kind of shop or fast food to generate revenue. We could put it down by the Struthiomimus exhibit. That might be the best option. I'm just kind of seeing where I can place things. Just because of the terrain weirdness. So let's try and get this as close to the path as we can. Cool. So that should help generate some revenue. And then we have a Struthiomimus ready to go. Ooh, and this is the Savannah skin. Very nice. Quite like that. And we also have the other one ready to go, but we should incubate one more. Great.
We are pleased to welcome Struthiomimus.
So our fast food restaurant has just finished. And now we're going to incubate one more. I think this is going to put us to too much of a financial brink, but I think it'll be worth it just to have some dinosaurs set up. Oh, and I forgot to connect the AC unit to path. So let's do that. Okay, and we have the dinosaur ready to be released. Oh, both of them are. So let's release those. and now we have a full exhibit for guests to enjoy. But it also means we're out of cash, so now I need to do the hard thing of waiting around. It looks like I am making some kind of profit, though. So, our income is at 32 and our expenses are at 30. We could possibly benefit from deactivating some buildings just to generate funds quicker. And I think I may need to do that, otherwise I'm only getting 2,000 per minute. So yeah, let's deactivate the Expedition Center, because we can't really do anything until we have enough funds to do operations, and we have enough dinosaur genomes where we can populate a park with some dinosaurs and make it cost effective with what we already have. And seeing as we're not... Okay, so that helped quite a bit. The ACU Center should stay on. I suppose we could close the Hammond Creation Labs at some point. Especially if that's going to help generate some extra cash. So we have poor variety. Well, of course, we only have one species. That's not surprising. And guests seem to be pretty happy so far. And to do any shops or things, most of those are locked. We're going to need to get some more funds. So yeah, let's go ahead and make some more buildings deactivated, just to help bring in some more funds to the park. And then hopefully we can get another dinosaur or two. We're going to deactivate this as well, because there's no dinosaurs in the viewing gallery.
Is currently closed. We are sorry for the inconvenience.
And since we don't have so many buildings activated, we can also deactivate this power station to save some more money. As you can see, we've got the profit up much higher, so that's going to help out a ton with the operations. Well, since I'm basically in financial instability right now, and there's not really any missions that I can do at the moment, I think we're just going to call this episode done for today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some gameplay on my own, build up the finances, build up the park just a little bit, with some older dinosaurs that you've already seen, and then in the next episode get right back into business. And I think that'll be a great way to spend everyone's time. So I'm just deactivating some buildings, and then when I stop, get rid of stop. When you see gameplay next time, then I think I'm gonna have a lot more to work with. So that's it for now, and until next time, this is RCT3 Imagineer, signing off.